Here are the top 5 worst quests in Baldur's Gate 3. Number 5 is Investigate the Selûnite Resistance. In Act 2, you're getting ready to fight Ketheric Thorm, and you've heard rumors of a secret group of Selûnites holding out against him. And when you track down their whereabouts, you find out that there is no more Selûnite resistance, everyone's dead. And a quest ending in an anticlimactic dead end doesn't feel great. Although I can't be too mad, the Selûnite resistance did leave behind the Helmet of Arcane Acuity, which is one of the most powerful hats in the game. Number 4 is Investigate the Suspicious Toys. In Act 3 in Rivington, you find out that some items that were going to be given to refugees have been rigged with bombs. With a bit of investigating, you find out that these exploding teddy bears are coming from this shop, Fologier's Fireworks. So far, it's a pretty good quest, but the ending is where it falls flat, because the only way to conclude this quest is to just blow everything up. A lot of the other quests in Baldur's Gate 3 have multiple interesting ways to conclude them, this one just doesn't. Going full murder hobo always is an option, but rarely is it the only option. Number 3, Raid the Emerald Grove. At the start of the game, one of the very first choices is whether to save the Emerald Grove and the tiefling refugees inside of it, or side with the goblins trying to sack the thing. And siding with the goblins is just the worst choice. Firstly, taking this option means that Will and Karlach, and possibly Gale as well, will leave your party. Secondly, a number of the tieflings can become recurring characters, some of whom are vendors who sell really cool items. Dammon, Zevlor, Alfira, Arabella, whereas none of the goblins do that. The only reason to take this route is if you're trying to romance Minthara. At number 2, the second worst quest in Baldur's Gate 3 is Find Dribbles the Clown. In the Circus of Last Days, you find out that their star, Dribbles the Clown, has been murdered and dismembered, and his body parts have been scattered across the city of Baldur's Gate. This might actually be the hardest quest to complete, because if you're not using a guide, you'll have to completely scour all of Act 3 to find Dribbles' body parts. Some of these are in some weird locations. For completing this quest, you do get some gloves that are pretty good for spellcasters, but completing this quest also makes the circus pack up and leave. I don't want the circus to leave, I like this place. And of course, the number 1 worst quest in Baldur's Gate 3 is Save the Artist. Firstly, the artist himself, Oscar Feverus, is just insufferable. Secondly, fighting through all the ghosts and weird traps in Lady Janath's haunted estate is like the least fun encounter in the game. And your reward for all of that is that Oscar will make a painting of you, which is just your character portrait put into a frame. You can't do anything with this painting, like hang it up in the hotel room you're staying in, you just have it. And before this got patched, the character the painting was of used to be random. On my first playthrough, the painting was one of my hirelings.